WWE legend Jeff Hardy had to be taken from the arena on a stretcher and was left throwing up blood after brutal fall him left motionless in the ring. Hardy and Randy Orton went to war in a brutal Hell in a Cell encounter, with the referee calling for medics after the final move saw the veteran plummet 20 feet. Hardy had put his opponent on a table, climbed a giant ladder, then swung back and forth from the ceiling. But as he dropped down, Orton moved and Hardy crashed through the table, before the Viper ignored the referee's call for medical help and made the pinfall. In what was one of the most extreme contests of WWE's PG-rated era, Orton already twisted a screwdriver in the earlobe piercing of his bitter rival. Orton's left thigh was also ripped open, presumably by a steel chair leg. The wrestler then posted a picture to his Instagram of blood pouring from the injury with the words, "No matter the outcome, they say you lose a small piece of yourself when you enter #HIAC." But it was the last act that had people really worried. Opponent Hardy was carried out of the arena in a neck brace, and commentator Michael Cole gave an update on Hardy's condition later in the night. The WWE pundit reported the stricken star had been taken to hospital and was throwing up blood while suffering huge abdominal pain. Fans were left shocked and hoping for a speedy recovery for the high flyer. Mirror Wrestling expert Neil Docking said, "Jeff Hardy swinging from the ceiling of Hell in a Cell, then falling down and crashing through a table below after Orton rolled off, looked at first glance like a painful mistake. But in reality the fall was a planned and well-executed spot, though Randy could have delayed diving out of the way a second or two longer." Hardy had actually performed the same move once before, minus a table, during his Impact Wrestling days. The Daredevil hit a near-identical dive on James Storm in a 6 sides of steel match in March 2015, but that time Storm didn't dodge the attack. As for Orton, he suffered nasty welts to the back from studded belt shots by Hardy, who the Viper had earlier whipped with the same belt. But a more stomach-churning injury was the disgusting sight of a piece of flesh, left hanging from Randy's thigh. That was inflicted after a number of shots to the back with a steel chair, before Hardy put it on top of Orton's chest and delivered a swanton bomb. As he did so, the chair unexpectedly bounced up and took a chunk out of Orton's leg. As the WWE disclaimer used to say, the risks these men take are great. In other action on the night, Brock Lesnar returned and obliterated both Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman as WWE Hell in a Cell ended in chaos. The former Universal Champion lost his title to Reigns at SummerSlam last month after being distracted by Strowman at ringside. But few expected the UFC-bound star to appear at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas during a barnstorming main event. Braun cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to challenge Roman, with Hell in a Cell legend Mick Foley as special guest referee.